Well, it's Saturday. It is 6:30 in the anti-meridian, and we have a 3-hour drive north. So they accidentally sent the lane machine down and ran into the sweep, and I think the drive motor fuse is blown. Let's take a look. So let's take this fuse out, and we will meter it. Well, I'm not sure we have to. It looks cooked. Yeah, let's check. No. Yeah, she's open circuit. The good news is I have plenty of spare. These are, I think, 7.5 amp. Oh man, I set the fuse down on the bag and it rolled. Can you see it back there, a little shiny? Oh man, now we have to extract it. Yeah, look at it. Help, I'm stuck. We'll get that in a minute. So let's get our fuse back in. Turn it on. Why did it drive to that side and park? That's weird. That's okay. Let's let it boot up first. So we're gonna go main menu, more menus, input output test, drive motor, and drive forward test button. Motor drives. Reverse. Drives. So when the machine went down the lane and encountered the sweep, that bind, it took out the main drive motor fuse. It happens all the time, no big deal. So the other thing, I gotta clean my camera lens. We're gonna play everybody's favorite game called Well, I'm in there. So while we're in here, let's just wipe everything down. Let's check all our functions. Let's see if we can make sure that nothing else is going to go haywire while we're here. Let's take a peek inside of the water tank here. Yeah, it won't focus. It doesn't like to focus. Hold on, just a minute. Yeah, that's kind of, sort of. It's getting a little gross in there. So we're going to pull the water tank out. We're going to clean the filter while we're here. The other thing that I've noticed is these cleaner concentrate and water tank check valves, sometimes they will let fluid through. This is supposed to prevent fluid from going out of the tubing. It's a vent to let air in as the machine runs and the fluid level goes down. Air needs to vent in to prevent this from going into a vacuum. Well, if sometimes you accidentally overfill your tank, fluid can travel back out. I've upgraded my machine, but we're gonna do this one today. So check these guys out. Got them on Amazon. I can't provide the link right now because home is like 200 miles away. But really, all we're gonna do, we're gonna take the mesh screen off, transfer it over, and then change the whole assembly out. Just like that. So now, if this does accidentally get overfilled and the machine is lifted into the operating position, or pardon me, into the transport position, there's no chance that any fluid will escape through the tank vent check valve. So we're going to pull the water tank, we're going to clean the filter, we're going to put the filter back in. If the filter looks too bad, I have a spare. I'm not going to cover taking this thing apart because it's already been done a couple times. If you are curious, you can go backwards in time to the 2018 Flex lane machine tune-up. I think I did like 3 videos that covers like the whole tune-up process. Well, pulling this assembly out is part of that video. Yeah, check it out. 3 months. We did this 3 months ago. We just get a lot of I don't know if it's fungal, bacterial, I don't know, buildup. We'll just call it buildup in the water tank. There you go. Just like brand new. We're going to put some new Teflon tape, put it back in the tank, flush our tank out a little bit, and then put it all back together. So this is all buttoned back up. It looks good. What we need to do, we're going to go main menu, and we're going to test oil cleaner pump volume. We're going to select cleaner pump, and we're going to select water and enable. So book spec is 25. I like to leave it a little bit high. This is more like 27, 28 for water. And then on cleaner, we are right at 10 milliliters. So while we're here, let's take a peek at the drip pads. So main menu, more menus, input, output, forward, green arrow, vacuum. I'm going to press and hold this button. We're going to watch our little drip pads suck lane conditioner away. It looks like it works pretty good. That one's working pretty good. Nice. Alright, so we've got our lid back on. Everything kind of tests pretty good. We're not going to run it yet. We need to go figure out lane number 4. So my guess on lane number 4, with the constant elevator jam trouble code, is that they've got a broken elevator pin feed deflector. And if I had to guess, I'm going to guess the left-hand side. Let's go see. So all I did, well, nobody was looking, I put a light up. Doesn't feel like a broken left-hand guard. Uh-oh. Yeah, all the hardware's there. Everything's tight. I lose. Well, let's go check the other side. So let's take a peek on our right-hand side. Survey says no. Elevator guards are good. Okay. Well, now it gets interesting. We'll need to power up the phase converters here. The globular modulators, so to speak. Is the rocket ship gonna take off? It's getting ready. Come on, man. There it is. Alright, we're ready to turn some pinsetters on. Oh man, I left both my flashlights in there. Well, we can see what we can see here. Oh, that one's dying. Oh boy. Anyways, we're in diag. Power on. So she's trying to drive. Our shovels are not going anywhere. So we have an elevator jam somewhere, right? We just don't know where it's at yet. So let's move things away. I'm not seeing anything down there. Let's look in the backside. Take a light with us. Yep, there it is. A shovel has flipped at the base of the elevator. And this is our cause. You see that little bolt? Yeah, that little bolt needs to go up in that little hole. And when it falls out, let me rearrange the lights real quick. So when the bolt falls out, this bottom section, this bottom L bracket or framework, whatever you want to call it, is allowed to move around. And as the shovels come down, their guide roller wheel loses contact with the frame, and it creates enough wiggle room to have the shovel flip over right there. So we need to untangulate our shovel here, and we'll put that bolt back in, and then we should be good to go. So what we need to do is back the elevator up a little bit, right? Easier said than done. I'm gonna need 2 hands. Hold on. So we got our shovel untangled. We're gonna tighten that bolt. I'm not gonna do it on camera. It's just a bolt getting tightened. Okay, fine. We'll do it on camera. I added a lock washer in there too, just to help prevent the thing from backing out again. And we're gonna make it very tight. So here's the next thing. We get to play while we're in here. So while we're in here, we're gonna check the rest of them too, right? If it happened there, we want to make sure that there are no more potential loose bolts there on any of the other lanes. So while we're here, we could use a little more gap between our deflector and our T-band. Book spec calls for about 3 to 5 millimeters. This one, you can just barely see some light through it. And another good giveaway that those two parts are contacting is dirt buildup right here on the back of the elevator's pin feed deflector. So they've been touching. It's not causing any damage, but let's ensure that it doesn't in the future, right? So these 2 screws we're going to loosen up. We're going to lift our bracket up like 2 millimeters. So that looks better. Let's shut off the light closest to us. There you go. Just a little gap. We don't have a contact anymore. So what I think we're going to do, we're going to get all our doors closed, our guards on. We're going to turn them on. We're going to run them in diag, constant cycle for, I don't know, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. We're going to look and we're going to listen and we're going to see if there's anything else. And then we're going to do some cleaning. We're going to spend some time cleaning the dust off of stuff, right? Like here. You know? Just make it nice and shiny. Vacuum the floors. Basically, top down. And now for the moment of truth. Let's switch it on. And we'll watch our elevator shovels. There we go. They're moving. They're shoveling. Yeah, looks good. Just run it in diagnostics for a few minutes. So the last thing on the list was some ball scratches. Possibly lane 1 or lane 2. Real long, thin ball scratches. So what the info I have is that they had some ball scratches and then it went away. And so the thought was that there's probably some more debris in the embedded in the impact strips, and it may have dislodged itself. But we're gonna go through. I need to grab my flashlights, and we're gonna go through these 2 lanes with a fine-tooth comb. So right off the bat, I found a little tiny piece of what looks like glass in the countersink for the screw in our transition block here. So that's not good. I'm gonna run the gutters next. Yep, there it is, right here. Just a little teeny tiny, almost a grain of sand. Let's see if we can pick it out. That's what was causing the ball damage. Might need 2 hands. Alright, well, we're gonna dig that out. So that's lane 1. I'm gonna check lane 2. It's gonna be the exact same thing. But I'm not gonna take you along for the ride. Yeah, so check this out. This countersink, it's full of little gravel in here. So we're going to, let me zoom out a little bit more. We're going to vac out all of these countersinks and these screw heads. Because one of the things that can happen is, you know, there's a lot of vibration that goes on. And, you know, I'm worried about some of this debris bouncing out and, you know, getting stuck in the flat gutter, getting stuck in the impact strips. So let's grab the battery shop vac real quick. We'll clean this all out. Yeah, that's better. That's a lot better. No more gravel in the countersinks. Well, she's going up and back just fine now. So this looks good. Pinsetters, as far as ball damage goes, I think we're good there. So now the rest is just kind of cleaning and inspecting back there. See what else we might be able to find. So it really is true. The more you look, the more you're going to find. I just got done checking bolts for the T-band boards. Look at this guy. She's loosey-goosey. We do not have a repair kit in stock. All the repair kit is a new bolt and a metal plate with the spline nut installed in it already. What happened here is the spline nut fell out, right? It's still dangling on the bottom of the threads underneath the frame rail. So what I'm going to do, we're going to clamp onto that with the vice grips, and then we're just going to tighten the bolt back down. We're going to suck that spline nut back up into the frame, and she'll be good as new. So maybe it's not quite that easy, right? We have a tension on this belt, and I can't flex the bottom side of the T-band up enough to get vice grips where I want them. So we're just going to loosen the jam nuts here and take our spring tension off. And now we can flex the T-band up out of the way, and we'll get our vice grips on it that way. We didn't even have to take it all the way off. Just loosened it up, and that's really all we need. We have slack on the bottom side. We can deflect that up. This is going to be kind of awkward. We're going in from the bottom with some vice grips. We're going to clamp onto the spline nut, and then we're going to reach around through here. Yeah, I can't. I want to say what Bob says, but I can't. I'm not going to say what Bob says. But yeah, it's going to be awkward. There's going to be one hand down here, and there's going to be one hand up here. All right, we're all good. Everything is, hold on. Yeah, everything's tight. We gotta bring our tension back up here. So let's grab a speed wrench. So really all we're gonna do, we're gonna put the thing in diag and just check our belt tracking and make sure that it is good to go. That might be a little tight. I think we had about 4 or 5 threads sticking past the jam nut. Yeah, that's a little much. Maybe not. I don't know. We got to turn it on and see. The awkward part here, because this is considered a residential install, is that I've got the door open right now. I can't turn it on. I can't make adjustments while the thing is running. So we're going to clear our tools out. We're going to clear our light out. We're going to close the door and restart. And then we'll watch it. When we need to make adjustments, we're going to have to stop it and open the door. So we let the thing run in diagnostics for, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes. And this looks good. So we're going to set our jam nuts here. We're done with this. Well, hold on. Let me get the glass out of the way here. Or pardon me, plexi. I didn't realize. These are the Brunswick pin wipes. They're not reversible. Some of the other manufacturers, they'll make a strip of Velcro here, and then a strip of Velcro at the other end on the opposite face. So you just take it like that and you flip it over. These are both Velcro facing down, and there's no way to like reverse them. So, pin mops got flipped, pin wipes we can't. This is going to have to be a pull, wash, and reinstall for this. The next thing on our list is going to be mopping the transport bands. I have not a janitorial commercial grade mop, but I have one from the local grocery store and a collapsible bucket. I'm not going to get that on camera because we would be violating safety protocol by entering the envelope, crossing the envelope while the machines are energized. So you're not going to see how we're going to cheat the system, but just know we're going to cheat the system and we're going to mop these transport bands. So we've got all our transport bands mopped. What we're going to do, again, not going to get this on camera because this would violate the residential safety codes. We're going to wipe down with a dry rag our green distributor lane belts. So I guess the proof is on the shop rag, huh? I haven't been here in 3 months, and I've done 3 lanes so far out of 4, and that's the amount of dirt I've gotten off of these green distributor lane belts. Pretty good. Pin mops and pin wipes, they really do keep your pins cleaner. So all of our belts got wiped down, just for good measure. They're not making any noise, but I'm going to lube the belt tracks here for the shark and the inside distributor lanes, just to be safe, right? I don't want to, you know, not do it and then get called in like 3 weeks and say, hey, we have a problem, right? So just out of an abundance of caution, just a little dribble of oil in each of the belt tracks. A drop a day keeps the technician away for 6 months, I don't know, 3 months. Just try to be diligent and thorough, right? So one thing we want to check also, you know, while we're looking, you know, is your shark switch diverting pins properly? You hear any noises, weird pops, squeaks, vibrations? You know, pay attention, those little things. You know, I'm a 3-hour drive away, right? On a weekend with no traffic. So it's not like I can really come over any day of the week, right? We have to plan this out ahead of time. So let's maximize the time that I have here. Oh, silence once again. Silence is golden. So the only thing left that I see are these newer style overflow chutes. The clips are broken. So what we can do, we'll grab some zip ties and we'll zip tie the straps back together. The other 2 lanes with the older style look good. And then finally, you know, we'll just take a peek around. Does anything look dusty or dirty? Maybe we'll give everything just a quick once over dust off. Then we're going to vacuum the floors as far under as we can get, and the floor back here, and then we will be done. So the last thing on the list is hitting the floors, whatever we can reach, and even maybe a little more that we can't. Well, that's going to do it here. We're going to pack up, we're going to load out. We did 5 hours here, 3 hours driving, and probably 3, maybe 4 on the way home for depending on traffic.